Hello everyone, this video is about the regional scholarship of region Piemonte. In Piemonte there are many famous universities like University of Turin, Polytechnic University of Turin and University of Eastern Piemonte. So we are here at the homepage of this regional scholarship platform Piemonte. You can find this link in the video description and you can also find the Bando call for this scholarship. It is important to read this call. Like you can see the deadline for this scholarship, which is in this case is 9th of September 2025. So if you are a new student, then you need to do first registration for all for credentials and then you can start your application. So we need to go to Servicey and then Servicey online login. So here you need to click on Borsa de Studio, that is for study scholarship. And if you already have credentials, then you can use your Codese username and password to log in, and you can also turn it into English. But if you are a new user, you are a new student, first you need to do registration. So click on Registrazione, scroll down and take this box that you have read the privacy and then click on Avanti on this box. So here you need to write your Codice Fiscale. If you do not have Codice Fiscale, you can generate it online using your name, surname, date of birth and gender. So in the nome you need to write your surname and in the nome you need to write your first name or names. Okay, then the province of your birth, you need to choose Stato Istro or outside Italy. So we can go down. This is outside Italy, Stato Istro. And Comune di Nascita, you need to write your city name, where you are born, normally the city which is written on your passport. Then data di nascita, you need to write your date of birth. So let's say 20 October 2006. Then your personal email ID. So let's say, and then your nationality. So let's say for example Pakistan. And here you need to create your password. Password should have minimum 8 characters. One letter should be capital and there should be number and also special characters, and maximum password length is 10 characters. And for Codice Fiscale, you can write on the Google, generate Codice Fiscale, and here you need to write your name, your surname, your date of birth, your gender and country of birth, and you will get your Codice Fiscale, and that you need to paste here. So only one thing is left, which is your Comune di Nascita, the city where you are born. So you need to write the country where you are born. Here you need to write your country, let's say Pakistan, and then click on. There's an error in the password, so password should be without special characters, only numbers and letters, alphabetic. So click on Salve Continua. So here we need to confirm our email. Then click on Salve Continua. So we will receive a code on the email, and so after registration we received this email, and this is our temporary code that we will be using as our username on the platform. So after completing the registration process, we are here again at the home page. So we have received the temporary code in our email, and then we need to use our password, then click on login. So we are here at there are different tabs like food services, mobility, international, refund, regional fees, degree award, and other tabs, but we need to click here scholarship, and then at the end the last tab, which is apply. So click on fill out the application form. So here you need to choose whether you are a first year, bachelor, master, single second program. If you are a first year student applying for the first time, then you need to choose this tab, but if you are a second year or third year student, then you need to choose the second tab. Then the kind of benefit, what are you applying for? Accommodation services in EDISU residence, scholarship, food and service for non-resident students, and the second option is about service scholarship and food service for non-resident, commuter and resident students. So normally the students coming outside Italy should choose the first benefit, but you can choose the option which suits you the most. And then you need to authorize the EDISU to visualize your data. It's about privacy condition. Then click on save and continue. So your data is already here that you have filled during your registration process. The next section is only for the students that the students having some disability, invalidity. So they need, if some students is disabled, then they need to indicate their disability. Normally the disability should is more than 66%. So if you do not have any disabilities, you can leave it blank. The second is for the students with some humanitarian protection like refugees or stateless person. So if you do not have any of these statuses, then also leave it blank. The third is about your visa or permesso di soggiorno, which is residence permit status. So if you are a new student coming to Italy for the first time, then you should choose the first option that you have asked for visa. But if you are a second year or third year students and you have already residence permit known as permesso di soggiorno, then you can choose the relevant option. Then click on save and continue, which is very at the bottom on the right side. So this one, save and continue. So there is an error, we haven't choose this one. So let's say we continue with the Pakistan. Then again click on save and continue. So here you need to choose the residence province. So again for the new students, they should choose outside Italy, Stato Istro, this one, and your residence should also be, it should be Pakistan, like your country. Then here you need to write your street address, then street number. So let's say 01, then your email ID, your mobile number. So let's say then your domicile province. So again it should be outside Italy, and then your municipality, it's also your country. Then you need to write again your address, so street address, then street number and your name. Then click on save and continue. So here you need to choose the university where you have obtained your admission and you want to apply for the scholarship. So you need to choose your relevant university. So let's say for example we choose Polytechnic di Tornino. Then your course, let's say laurea is for bachelor degree and laurea magistrale is for master degree. So let's say we choose master degree as demonstration. Then you need to choose your course name, whatever your course is. So let's say for example we choose civil engineering, but you need to choose your exact course, not an example. Then its location is Tornino. It's automatic whether you are a full-time student or part-time student. So you need to choose a relevant option. Then it's automatic that your master degree is for 2 years, and if you choose laureate then it will be 3 years, which is bachelor degree. So it's about your previous education. So we have choose master degree, so obviously your previous degree should be your bachelor degree. So where you have obtained it, whether you obtained in the same region Piemonte or within Italy, or you are a foreign student. So wherever you have obtained your bachelor degree, you need to choose. So let's say we choose continue with the foreign degree, and here you need to take this declaration that I am enrolled in a second course in Italy in order to apply for 20% increase on my scholarship. So if you have already enrolled in another program simultaneously other than this course, then you need to choose this declaration. But if you are only applying in this course, you are studying only in the one course, then you do not need to take this one. Then click on save and continue. Okay, this is about your different options, like for example international mobility program. If you have done your mobility program, for example if you are a second year or third year student and during your first year you have done mobility program, then you need to compile this data. Similarly, if you have any foreign career, then you need to compile this one. Transfer, if you are transferring from another Italian university to this university, like let's say Polytechnic di Tornino, then you also need to choose compile this section. Similarly, if you are transferring from the same university but to another program within the same university, then you need to compile this section. And if you have any career after for example you have withdrawn from studies, or you have interrupted or suspension in your course, then you also need to choose this section. And if you have applied for single courses, have you done any single courses, then you need to compile this section. But if you are a very fresh student coming to Italy for the first time, your first year, then it's not relevant to you. But if you are transferred from another university, the Italian university, then you need to fill this one. And if you have transferred within the same university to another course, then you need to compile this one. So if no section is relevant to you, you can leave them blank and then click on save and continue. Then scroll down and just tick this box, and then again click on salva and continue. So this is about your personal data, whether you are married or legally separated or unmarried. So let's say choose unmarried. And it's about your parents' civil status, whether your parents married or living together. Otherwise you can choose other option. Let's say your parents are divorced or legally separated, or somebody is died. So I choose the first option, that both parents are married and living together. And then the cases of family units without parents. So if you do not have any parents, then you can choose any of these conditions. But if any of these conditions does not belong to you, you can choose the last option, that I do not belong to any of these conditions, and accept the statement that you have made on this page. Then click on save and continue. So after this you need to choose your family status, whether your family is residing in Italy, whether your family is residing also in Italy and also in abroad, and your family is completely living outside Italy. So you need to choose third option if you are a non-Italian student coming to Italy for the first time. And similarly, you can also add your family members, the exactly same family members that are mentioned on your family registration certificate. Or also once you are in Italy, you need to produce EDISU, which is an economic document. This is the main document on which your scholarship is dependent. So it is important that you enter the right data. For example, if you want to add any member, you need to click on this aggiungi componente, and then you can choose, let's say you can add your father, you can also add your mother. Fratello is for brother and sorella is for sister. So marito is for husband and moglie is for wife. So if there are also any other member it's in your family unit, you can tick on altro, which is for others, and then add your their data. So let's say we add on the father. So here you need to read your father name and father surname, and then click on save and continue. So and you can see that your father name is added, so father is for father. And similarly you need to add all family members that are part of your family unit one by one by clicking here aggiungi componente. So again click on this declaration and continue to the next step. So these are the some declaration. First is that you will deliver the consular document to regional authority of Piemonte, and this that you accept and agree with this statement in the page, and you are aware that the company will carry 100% assessment. Okay, the last thing is about that whether you have received any scholarship or financial aid during the year 2023 from Piemonte authority or some other authority. Then you can need to enter the amount, otherwise you can write 00 and then click on save and continue. So this is about your status, that you need to confirm that you have choose the correct status. Let's say for the foreign students we choose the non-resident status. Basically there are three categories. Resident are those that are living in the same city where the university is, and commute is also that are living nearby the city but they have to come every day on public transport, and non-resident that are living far away like in the other countries. Based upon their status, the students get maximum or minimum scholarship. Resident students get the minimum scholarship while the non-resident students get the maximum scholarship. Then you need to choose your identity document, which is like passport. If you are already in Italy, you can also choose Italian ID card if you have. And then you need to choose write your document number. So let's say this one. Then the expiry date of your expiration date of your passport. So let's say 01/01/2030, and release date let's say 01/01/2020. Similarly, here there are some other declaration. You need to declare that you have not obtained a degree or diploma of the same level. Let's say if we are applying this scholarship for the master degree, so you have to declare that you do not have a master degree before. This is your first master degree. Similarly, that I have not won a scholarship for the academic year 2025 and 2026 by another body. So if you have not received or won any scholarship from another body for the same year, which is 2025 and 2026, then you need to also tick this one. But if you have a scholarship secured from any other body, then you do not need to tick this one. Similarly, you need to tick this one, that if you win the scholarship, then they have to check your all the data. And you also need to tick this box. It's about your data privacy. And here it's about just the newsletter. If you want to subscribe to newsletter, then click on the yes, otherwise click on no, and then click on save and continue. So here one thing is missing, that we need to write your issuing authority. So let's say we write government and then your country, government of your country. So you need to write your country name, then click on save and continue. So we arrived at the last step, and here you need to choose click on save. But it is important that you check all the data, because once you click on the save, it is written that you will not be able to change your any of data. So it is important that you check all the data very carefully. You can click on back, you go back to any of the step. These are all the step: request, personal data, residence data, scholarship, and you can check everything. And if everything goes okay, then you need to click on save. And once you click on the save, you need to click on this print, and once you click on the print, you will get all the application form. So on the application form, you need to print it and here you need to do your signature, and after signature you need to scan it, and once you scan it you need to attach your document here, and also you need to choose your, let's say we choose for example another document, and also you need to choose your identity document from the front and back side. Just an example, I am attaching the different documents, so your should be, let's say we try with another example. Okay, once you upload your this application form, the signed application form, and also your identity document, then you need to click on the transmit, and once you click on the transmit your application will be submitted.